Hey everyone! So today is all about food obsession, and we often find that we are in the space of obsessing about food, thinking about it 24/7. Some of my clients even think about it at nighttime, or it wakes them up and they end up binging subconsciously, even. So, food obsession is a real thing, and it can be so draining. And I used to go through this where I would think about food constantly. I would be thinking about, while I'm eating breakfast, I would be planning out what I'm eating for the rest of the day, planning if I'm having a wine after work, how I'm going to cut calories to make up for that during my lunch break or during my meal. One of my meals, how I'm gonna just eat a salad so I can enjoy that wine, and maybe like how I'm gonna go run a couple of kilometers just before I go out for dinner so that I can enjoy that wine. And then, oh my gosh, the next minute I'm like, pastries, I would love a piece of pastry, but no, I can't have it. I cannot have this, it's gonna kill me. And this is how my brain would cycle through food, and it became such an obsession that it just ruled my life, and I just wished that it would stop. I wish I would stop thinking about food all the time. So let me know in the comments below if this is something that happens to you, because food obsession becomes real when we are in the binge guilt cycle, especially, and in emotional eating. And the reason for this, it's not your fault, but there are things that we help that adds to this obsession. And this is often the food rules and the restrictions that we actually put around food that makes us start thinking about it all the freaking time. So give me a hell yeah if this is you, and if you feel like you have had enough about thinking of food, and if you feel like you can achieve so much more if you just didn't think about fucking food all the time. Let's take a nice deep breath. So, what to do if you have this undeniable food obsession? Number one, I've spoken about this before, but practicing food neutrality. Take away the labels good, bad, healthy, clean, all those kind of things. Because when you start labeling them and you eat a bad food, or you've labeled a food as bad, it's saying you can't have it. And the minute your brain hears you can't have it, it cannot stop thinking about that thing that it needs. And especially if it's bad, because we attach an emotion to bad. I hear this all the time. Oh my God, I cannot have sugar because it just sets me off. Can you hear that emotion in that? It's like, oh God, don't show me that piece of cake because I'll just eat the whole thing. It is evil. Do you hear that emotion that has been placed on that piece of food? And food is just food. There is, it's something that nourishes us in some way, whether it has a lot of sugar in it or not. Even a piece of cake has got fiber, it has, it's got natural sugars, if it's chocolate cake, it's got cacao, it's got butter, it's got eggs. So there's a lot of things that actually still nourish us in a way. So the point is taking out the bad, or the labels out of food, and just taking it as more of a neutral source of energy will help you to stop obsessing about having it. And number two is focusing on things that you can have. Just going, oh my gosh, I just have such an abundance of food. I just love the foods that I'm eating. They are so nourishing. They just make me feel absolutely amazing. And if you're not eating those foods that are not making you feel amazing, if that cucumber diet is making you feel absolutely horrible, then find foods that make you feel amazing and energized and happy to be in life, and just focus on that. If you have a specific dietary restriction because you are diabetic, or you have a gluten allergy, or you celiac, or dairy allergies, whatever, then obviously those foods are off limits. But make sure that you have a variety of foods in your diet, because and that allows and it calms down the brain. You know, if you allow yourself to have that piece of cake every now and then, or, you know, at least once a week, you allow yourself to indulge in something that really makes you feel amazing, then these food obsession little chatters in your mind will start slowing down. So that's number 2. Number 3 is moving your body. So the minute you start hearing your food clatter and chatter in the mind, that's a complete obsession about what's happening. It means that your body probably needs a bit of space. It needs to move, and moving your body will actually take your mind off whatever thought pattern is happening here. So whether that is a quick stretch at your desk, you know, just rotating the shoulders, getting up and going for a walk and just like focusing on breathing while you're walking is amazing. So you could do this during the day. If it's after work and you're having this obsession in the car, make sure that you go for a quick walk when you park your car. Like, just go for a walk around the block or just in your garden, wherever. Just get out there and just take that little break, because often that chatter is also just telling you that there's other stresses happening in the body, and your body's instinct is to go for food because maybe your body's feeling threatened. You've been sitting all day, you've got a lot of stress you haven't dealt with, so naturally your body's going to want food because it needs to prepare for if it needs to run later, run away from danger. Like, so it doesn't know that we're no longer in the cave eras, and you know, there's no more tigers chasing us. So it's going to start thinking about food if we've been stressed and focused and tense in our heads the whole day. So hopefully this has been helpful. Drop in the comments below if what strategy you would like to try out first. So I've put together this beautiful guide called the 10 Powerful Post-Binge Journal Prompts. And this is super insightful and super transformational for your binge eating, because this just gives you like this amazing view of what is possible for you, and just to start understanding where your binge comes from and how it arrives. And these prompts are amazing for you to actually start picking up patterns in how you are with food and how you are in your binge. So if you would like a copy of that, then comment a unicorn emoji in the comments below, and I will make sure that you get that guide. Have a beautiful day.